What's wrong with Joe Biden? I just watched the State of the Union and I couldn't find any fault and I agreed with almost everything he had to say. Just for context, I'm a pretty conservative dude. The only thing I didn't like was his call for an assault weapons ban. Edit. Well, this blew up. Thank you everyone for being civil and not attacking me personally. I can't keep up with the comments. I appreciate the conversation. Thank you. Mr. Biden knows DC's proverbs. Here are two. If you want a friend in Washington, get a dog. Pres. H.S. Truman. I could walk across the Potomac River. The next day they'll say I can't swim. Pres. L.B. Johnson. Anywhere else in the Western world, Biden would be a boring centrist. It's only in the USA where he's a Marxist who rules on the throne of hell. It's interesting, no one in the upper echelon of American politics seemed to have an extreme view of Joe one way or the other. He is looked at with clear ambivalence. He has been in the Washington for so long that everyone knows him, what he is about, and how he works. He can shake hands with McConnell or Pelosi and it wouldn't be one bit out of character, and compared specifically to Trump, this is a bit jarring. Obviously he has very real issues, such as age and cognition, failure to accomplish his most important wants, and whatever the fuck his son is doing, but ultimately it's mostly a voter, other side thing that he is largely disliked. It's clear his peers accept him, and that counts for a lot. In fact, he makes the very few folks who do not like him seem like absolute lunatics, like MTG. I think it's that we are conditioned to be radical at this point. It's been almost 8 years since Trump in 2016, surely 8 since we first started seeing Trump on the political stage, and Biden kinda shuts down radicalism by being so ambivalent. Radicalism works best when the opponent will react radically too, so when you know one side is going to act methodically, bureaucratically, and at times painstakingly bipartisanly, then radicalism is just pointless. He's an average president, maybe very center in the grand scheme of things, but we are just used to crazy and media is so strong at demonizing that seeing the reality that he's boring, well-liked, and doing as much as he realistically can without moving the needle is a bit off expectation. Hey, that's not fair to MTG. She's worked very hard to make herself look like an absolute lunatic and here you want to give all the credit to Biden. If you're pretty conservative and found nothing wrong with what he said, then that tells me you don't involve yourself in the conservative media bubbles. Joe is a pretty moderate president, and Republicans should be thrilled it's him and not Bernie Sanders or something. It's amusing to me, as an ex-Republican, Bekwase it's gone too far right and I was always kinda in the middle, that Republicans think moderate Dems like Biden are socialists. Moderate Democrats are borderline conservatives at this point. Joe Biden was picked by the Democrats because he was boring and anything but scary. Republicans need fear, so they talk him up as a socialist, Marxist who has immense power to ruin the economy and they talk him down as a puppet and senile unable to do the basics of his job.